the mission that the Lord gave him. He left it all on the field and pushed to accomplish the most he could for the cause of Christ in his life.
Tonight, the city of Dublin is mourning the loss of a leader in their community. Friends and family gathered today to remember the life and legacy of Don Avery. For 17 years, he served Dublin as the CEO of Fairview Park Hospital.
His impact was felt inside and outside the hospital, and many people took to Facebook to share just how much he meant to the community. Shannon Moore says Avery was an amazing person that gave so much to Lawrence County.
Nikki Moten said when her dad was in the hospital, she emailed Avery and everything changed for the better. And Patty King says he was loved by everyone who knew him.
Celine Arif attended Don Avery's funeral service this morning, and she's in studio tonight to tell us some of the stories that people shared about him.
Yeah, hi there. So about 600 people came to Don Avery's funeral service at First Baptist of Dublin, and there were not many dry eyes, but it was a celebration of life and a celebration of how Don Avery lived life to the fullest. Not only was he CEO, he was active in his church, he volunteered, he mentored, and he did so much more in Dublin, which is a town that he absolutely adored.
Hymns, scripture, songs, and stories. How do you begin to sum up the life of a man who many called larger than life?
Don had the ability to look at problems and figure it out and step out and try his best by the grace of God to resolve those problems.
Cliff Moore shared a story of a time he and Avery went to Zambia. That's where they met a young man suffering with seizures. Avery flew him to the United States from Africa to be treated and ultimately healed at Fairview Park Hospital.
Don was one of those guys that, we can make that happen. We can do that. And it won't cost you anything. We'll see to it. It will happen. It will be good.
He loved solving the world's problems, and when he wasn't busy with that, he loved being a good friend right here at home.
He was our next door neighbor, kind of like a third uncle. He'd come next door and play basketball with us because there's three brothers, so you're always one man short to play 2-on-2.
Ben East says Avery moved in next to them 17 years ago. Avery always made time to mentor him, and the Averys even played matchmaker by introducing East to his now wife.
He was just extremely energetic, encouraging. He was a big mentor in me getting my pilot's license. He flies. He's got the same I bought an airplane because that's the airplane he had.
It's hard to sum up the life of a man who did so much in 68 years, but I did ask East to try.
One thing I've told people is you've got your cup, and when it overflows to pour it out to others, that was Don. When his cup was full, it overflowed, and he gave as much back as he could.
There aren't enough words to say it all, but put simply, Don Avery loved deeply, and it's easy to see how deeply this town loved him back.
Now, the last time I talked to Avery in person was a month ago to go over his retirement plans for this summer. He gave me a hug and told me I was doing a good job in Dublin on a week that I was doubting literally everything. I'm wearing this on the news tonight, not because I'm a Gators fan, but because Don Avery was, and I think this would have made him hopefully smile. Go Gators, Don. Thank you for everything.
I'm sure he appreciated it. Thank you so much, Celine. Avery will be laid to rest next to his daughter Meredith in Florida, where he lived and went to school before moving to Georgia.